Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Excuse me. There. So what we're currently sitting in is one of the most awaited hybrids for me. This is the 2025 Jetour Dashing IDM. Yes, the Dashing finally gets its hybrid system. So speaking of, firing this is a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine combined with a 19.26 kilowatt-hour battery that produces a combined output of 326 horsepower and a whopping 545 Newton meters of torque. And it even gets better. This one's mated to a 3-speed direct hybrid transmission, because usually tend to be like 1 or 2 gears only, but interesting enough, Jetour went with the route of having 3. So the exterior is exactly the same like with the regular Dashing, apart from the IDM badge. At the rear, if not mistaken too, this has new brakes and new sets of tires compared with the regular one. And here the interior, a massive upgrade too. So you get two-tone scheme for a blue, a white one, and even wooden-ish trims that surrounds the entire cabin itself. Even here on the door card, I just noticed now, you even get temperature and your current state of the PM.25 filter here on the door card. That's on my door only. Take note, that's pretty cool. Steering wheel is pretty much the same. You got few controls here and there, and like with the regular Dashing, I can tell the steering feel is really light, but of course it will be an ideal for first-time buyers. And like again with the regular Dashing, you get a very small instrument cluster that displays all of your important information. Now you can see brake regeneration, your hybrid mode on depending on what it's driving on. And here another upgrade, you have a much bigger 14-inch infotainment system, but there's no Apple CarPlay Android Auto, but at least there's CarBeat mirroring. You can swipe down and there's more adjustments you can do. You have a 360-degree camera, I think same quality like with the regular Dashing, but now being this the plug-in hybrid electric vehicle version, there's more info here for your batteries. We have a lot of range at the moment, so there's a lot to play for with this Dashing PHEV. And more stuff here, floating center console with the wireless charging pad and all that, and more pads here for your phone along with the cubby spaces, one type A USB and one type USB-C port. And another weird thing now, your gear shift is here. So now let us go for a dive. I don't think to if this was present in the regular Dashing. You get a heads-up display, which is pretty cool. Having a big advantage now with the bigger infotainment system. Yeah, you can literally see the whole world. There's as well 2D or 3D mode. And the seats too, another big upgrade too. It's a two-tone scheme, navy blue with the white. Just put you off first. There you go. And if you go to the rear seats, again, more upgrades. So you have 2 air conditioning vents, 2 type A USB ports, and sitting there in the back is again just as good with any other Dashing. And as you can see above, you have a sunroof that stretches all the way to the rear seats. And the boot space is exactly the same at around 500 liters. And now, going out of the test drive route, few more things I discovered here. You get seat ventilations and warmers. And for your driving modes, it's exactly the same like with that of the regular Dashing. So, let us try now. Eco mode first. I have no idea how this is going to perform. Oh! Remember, that's just eco mode. That is just eco mode. Oh wait, no, sorry, normal mode. My mistake. Right? A little bit delay, but of course, let's try it out with sport mode. Remember, the performance will probably differentiate on how much battery percentage there is left. So we have here, it says here on the dash, 44% of battery left, but the fuel reading says more than 296 kilometers of fuel range left. But I wish there was a combined figure, but anyway, that's just me nitpicking. But of course, a hybrid with this much range, and of course if you're just mainly just driving it here around in the city, like here in MOA, this is gonna be one of the most fuel efficient Jetours you can buy today. So I don't know where to find that exact what the total range of both the battery and fuel, but Jetour claims you can have more than 1,200 kilometers of range. Actually, that's really good in this class of vehicle, and there's a lot to like now with this Dashing. And to be honest, I think this was the Dashing I was looking for in the first place. Yes, I know the first Dashing, the non-hybrid, was a good car in itself, but this hybrid is a much more complete vehicle. And here now, just EV mode. Well, complete EV mode. And the brake regeneration, just set it off to medium. It's perfect for heavy city traffic, such as today. And then Okay, sport mode now is much more responsive. Let's try it. Ooh! Whoa! So, okay, I can sense now why there was a little bit of a delay. Like what the car I'm following, its competitor, with almost the same lettering as the hybrid system. Anyway, it's still in EV mode right now, 40 kilometers per hour. But if I go 60, the engine kicks in. Oh, wow! Right. She flies. So, 545 Newton meters on the top. I think this is as well one of the most sportiest and, I guess, violent a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle you can buy out there today. Because it's, what, the most powerful in its class. And again, with both power figures. And the only one ever with the 3-speed direct hybrid transmission. Oh, she flies. Right, let's calm down. Let's go back to eco mode. Wow, she flies. I will not give to the fuel economy reading. I want to do that probably on a long-term lend out to give it a fair assessment. But what I can share with you though is the price of this. This is as well one of the most competitive pricing for any hybrid SUVs, of course, like with the rest. This one stands at 1,748,000 pesos. I don't think there's any other hybrid with this much power, this much torque, and of course, you get, as everyone says, the Lamborghini looks. That's why I love Dash 6 in the first place. One more time. Oh my God. Wow, what a surprise from Jetour, and probably the Jetour vehicle that I will get. And speaking of half camera, I would like to thank everyone here at Jetour Auto Philippines and to Miss Gloria of Jetour Auto Flair Alabang for making this test drive review possible. So, hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more Jetour reviews coming right up. Sorry for the camera. Bye-bye.